Arthur Sterling, a 72-year-old rancher in Montana, had lived alone for 15 years. His wife was gone, his family distant, and his days were filled with nothing but quiet fields and colder nights. Emily Carter, 28, came into his life as a cook, an orphaned young woman who needed work and had nowhere else to go. For 5 years she brought warmth into the old wooden house, wild flowers on the table, sunlight through open windows, and a gentle humming that made the empty rooms feel alive again. Then the diagnosis came. Stomach cancer. 3 months left. Arthur didn't fear dying. He feared dying alone. One evening, hands trembling, he told Emily the truth. And then made a proposal no one in town would ever understand. Marry me. When I die, everything will be yours. The ranch, the land, the money. You'll be safe. The town exploded with rumors. Gold digger. Opportunist. She just wants the inheritance. But they didn't know what Arthur didn't dare believe. 3 days later, Emily said yes, with tears in her eyes, and one condition. If I'm your wife, I'll be a real one. I'll be here. I'll care for you, not for money, but because no one deserves to die alone. The months that followed changed everything. Emily held his hand through every painful night. She read to him, fed him, stayed beside him, whispered comfort when his strength failed. And in his final hours, as she lay beside him, he finally heard the truth she had hidden for years. I didn't marry you for the ranch, Arthur. I married you because I loved you long before you asked. Sometimes love isn't measured in years, but in the courage to stay, even when the world misunderstands.